The longest road trip of the year is over, and it was a very successful one. Didn't get off to the greatest start, but turned out good in the end. Hey everybody, I'm Todd Werwa, your host for Rangers Daily, right here on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel, give us the old thumbs up, ring the bell so you know when we post new episodes every day, Monday through Friday, and please leave your comments, questions. I enjoy the conversation. They're always fun to read. It's been an eventful Rangers season so far, and I'm here with you every day. So, should be a fun one, and I enjoy your participation in this whole endeavor. But let's get right to it. Like I said, the road trip ends on a high note with a 3-2 overtime win in Seattle. Really a fantastic defensive effort. 13 shots allowed. That's it. Only 12 in regulation. It was the fewest allowed by a Ranger team since February of 2012, which goes back a long way. The defensive effort was exceptional. Getting in lanes, leading in hits. It was really a full-on team effort. All four lines got off to a great start. Vladislav Gavrikov got his first goal. Good zone pressure. Carrick in front, and Gavrikov puts one in. Kind of bounced off Joey Decord, but good net front presence by Carrick. Gavrikov from the point gets his first goal. Good to see one of the defensive defensemen get a goal. Got them off to a hot start, 1-0. Noah Laba scored his second goal of the year. He makes the steal in the neutral zone. Comes up, little give and go. Will Cooley with the shot, rebound, and Noah Laba is driving hard to the net. Jordan Eberle is right on him, and Laba just fights him off, gets inside position, and flicks in the rebound. Goes top shelf over Decord. Just a fantastic, overall outstanding effort. And again, as we've talked about, getting to those dirty areas, getting to the paint, getting inside in the inner slot. That's where the best chances come. That's where the most goals scored, and you can't be afraid to go there. And Laba certainly has shown he's willing to go in there and do the dirty work. Rangers were great from the dot, 62.1 from the faceoff circle. They also led in hits, 24-11. It was a full game where the three stars, I haven't really figured out what we can call this line yet, of Miller, Panarin, and Mika Zibanejad playing all three up top on the top line. They had a very good game. I believe Mike Sullivan said they did everything except put the puck in the net. Some numbers for you. They out-attempted while they were on the ice. Out-attempted Seattle 25-12. Scoring chances 4, 11-5. High danger chances 3-0. So good on Mike Sullivan for changing things up, for putting that together. We'll talk about why it was so vital in a minute. Kudos also to Adam Fox. He had a couple of assists, 379th career point. He passes Brad Park for fourth most by a Rangers defenseman. So, Brad Park is a legend in the NHL, but had a great career in his time with the Rangers as well. And listen, the Rangers are 6-1-1 on the road. They went 3-1 on the road trip, their third straight win. Could this game have been more of a blowout and didn't have to go to overtime? Yeah, probably. But when you're playing on the road, take what you can get, shut down the opposition, and they really did a great job of it. Mike Sullivan, I'll just read you the quote straight from. I thought tonight might have been our best game, just as far as controlling territory, defending hard, limiting shot quantity and quality. Now, that's the thing. The Kraken didn't get any high danger chances at all. The Rangers really took what Seattle had to offer and shut it down. It was nice seeing a few former friends, former Rangers in Ryan Lindgren and Capo Kakko. Kakko didn't do all that much. Lindgren had a nice run toward the end of one of the periods. He had some good shifts against him. He played hard. He played his usual game. It was good to see Lindgren out there. I know a bunch of guys went to his house the night before the game and had dinner. And he's a beloved Ranger, but they've obviously moved on. But always good to see some former teammates that you really enjoyed playing with. Now, I mentioned Noah Laba's goal. He's become part of the top six. This 3-star line on as the top line has really only been able to come together because of Noah Laba's emergence as a second center, as a second line center. He's fast. He's tough. He's made really good decisions. Mike Sullivan said that the mistakes he makes are just exuberance, which we can knock those out of. But he's always positionally sound. He plays 200 feet. He's responsible on both ends of the ice. His emergence, and we talked during training camp all about the young guys and who might make the team, who should make the team, who should stay up, from the Othmans to Gabe Perreault to a variety of people as to who should stay up, and Laba's been the right choice. He's really been fantastic. He did have a little roller coaster, and Mike Sullivan admitted after you get a few games into the season, and then you got to figure out, okay, now there's film on me. They know what I'm going to do, but he's really reemerged. Will Cooley's also been great, by the way. He's gotten over a little bit of an illness, was under the weather, and Cooley playing on Laba's line with Lafreniere. They've really made a good trio as that second trio. We'll see how long it lasts. We'll see how long it lasts when Vincent Trocheck comes back. But the original plan was to have Mika on JT's wing, and now they get to do it because they have a player who can play that second line center role and offers something interesting, offers speed, offers toughness, offers something that the Rangers don't have a ton of. So good on him. The team has a ton of flexibility because of his emergence, and let's hope he keeps it up. Let's look back a little bit on October. I know we're a day or two into November here, but just want to look back on some of the things in October. I mentioned the Rangers are 6-1-1 on the road. They've been great there. They're 0-4-1 at home, and that needs to change. And I think a little of the togetherness and the spirit that was built and the competitiveness that was built on this road trip hopefully translates as they come back to the Garden. They play a Carolina team that's been playing real well on Tuesday at home. Obviously a divisional opponent. Obviously there's a little history there with Trocheck. K'Andre Miller won't be playing, but the Rangers and the Hurricanes have a little bit of history. It should be interesting. So they need to have better effort at Madison Square Garden. That's obvious, but the big scorers need to score. The stars need to start scoring. If you're going to put all three of them on that top line and they're going to create chances, they need to start finishing. Obviously, they should get their shooting percentages back up a little more closer to their normal ranges, and they just can't have 1-goal games at the Garden. They need to be able to score some goals at the Garden. I give Mike Sullivan a ton of credit for mixing things up, taking a chance to mix up lines. A variety of getting Brodzinski in there. He's dealt with the Rempe injury well, and he's switched up lines in third periods. He's now made this move to put the Panarin Miller Zibanejad line together and put Laba at second line center, moving Parsonen back to center on the third line, which I think is more his natural position. Parsonen at center. Carrick has been fantastic as a fourth line center. I give Mike Sullivan credit. He had to weather a pretty barren time of with a lack of goal scoring, and he's tried to change things up, and hopefully we'll see what this new line can do. 3 of the next 4 games are at home, including a game against the Islanders. So we'll see, but I give credit to Sullivan for changing things up. It's good to remember they're above 500, 6-5-1 without Vincent Trocheck. They had big plans. You know, the plans sort of fit for having Trocheck in the lineup, but they've adjusted well, and he should be a fantastic addition when he comes back. He is eligible to come back, but no word yet on whether he will, when he will be back in the lineup. Listen, it's obvious the team could probably use a little bit more speed. They could use maybe a finisher as well. Hopefully Trocheck is that player. We'll see. But that's what they need moving forward. You know, how much they can play this defensive system before, they're going to have nights where the other team just might skate some circles around them, or where it becomes that wide open kind of game and they have to do everything they can to get back to the shutdown way. There'll be bad nights, but I think Mike Sullivan's got them on the right track. And you can see, especially in the 3 games they won on the road trip, you can see they're buying what he's selling, and what he's selling is a formula for victory. One nugget here, just let's look down on the farm, see what's going on in Hartford. Brendan Othman did get sent down. They did make a call up, but it was not Gabe Perreault. But I wanted to highlight Gabe Perreault scored in his 4th straight game. He's got a goal. He leads the team with 5 goals. In his 4-game point streak, he has 4 goals and 4 assists. He's been doing real well. The Wolfpack did lose to the Phantoms 4-3 in overtime, but Gabe Perreault has been fantastic. Look forward to eventually seeing him at the NHL level, but it's a great place to let him develop, gain his confidence, score, and learn how to play pro hockey, and learn it in the spot he should be in, right? You don't want to necessarily bring Perreault up and play him on the 3rd line. Certainly don't want to play him on the 4th line. You'd think he's a top 6 player, and you'd like to get him top 6 minutes. Right now, the best place for him is Hartford. I'm sure we'll see him at some point this year, but I want to give you an update. He's been scoring quite well in Hartford. So next game, Tuesday night against Carolina. Remember, you can interact with me on X and on Instagram. Look me up at Todd Werwa Media. Please leave your comments right here on YouTube as well. I appreciate it. Again, I'm Todd Werwa. This is Rangers Daily. We look forward to Tuesday night against the Carolina Hurricanes. That's it. Thanks for watching.